For question 4, I fixed the code, and now we can just run it and see what are the results come out. So the first one, we have a 5 in the list, and the second one, 0, 1, 2 is Cairo, and if we want to go from the first, we will have Barcelona, Cairo, Florence, and Helsinki. And the negative one is the last one. You count back, so that's Helsinki. And then we have 2, Cairo is 0, and 1, 2. So index for Cairo is 2. My list, if we remove number 1, so Barcelona, so we have leftover is Athens, Cairo, Florence, and Helsinki. And for number 4, that we have Athens and we kind of reverse it. So we have Helsinki and everything reversed. And the last one, we append Berlin. That's how we get the result for Berlin. Okay, now we're done. Perfect. And we're going to do exercise 5. So for exercise 5, we have to go to ArcMap 10.4. And we will start ArcMap in empty box, and then we go to ArcCatalog and to view the data. So we're going to browse for our data for exercise 5. And Python data exercise 5. So now we do have a result: bike routes and facilities, hospitals, parks, and zip. Notice that they are 5 shapes, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Including point, polygon, polyline. This is polyline, points, and polygons. And we're going to drag we don't need this yet. We're going to drag parks shapefile here and the zip code shapefile to our ArcMap contents. And then we're going to dock our, and then we're going to go to Python. I just closed it. Dang. It's right here. Alright, so we have a Python, and now we're going to type. So I'm going to get some geoprocessing tools. We will have to do some geoprocessing tool setting up, and the first one, we go to geoprocessing option, and from the option we make sure that the override the outputs of geoprocessing operations is on, and add results of geoprocessing operations to the this is on. Okay, and we're going to close the geoprocessing option, and then in the Python window we're going to type that my path. So better, I'm going back to my data 5, and then which one? Park results. All right. Okay, and then no. I need the path. I just click copy. Perfect. And now it will be a lot easier for me to type. arcpy.clip. And then it's the first one. And I want parks. Yep, perfect. Parks. And then I want zip. And then I want this. We have a result. Do I have to change it? Let's see. Parks underscore clips dot shapefile. So in the Python window, it is not necessary to start the code with import. ArcGIS statement because the Python window is automatically aware of ArcGIS. So in a standalone script, however, the import ArcGIS statement is needed to import the ArcGIS site package, including all its modules and functions. So if the exercise data was installed on a different drive or in different folder, so that's how earlier I went there to get my path. So when we press enter, after the last line of code, the clip tool is run. Upon completion, we will have, so line 1, let's see what's wrong with the, I don't think it might like it. Oh, I need a parenthesis there. Oh, I call for this one, and we need to fix it. Alright. Perfect. Parks. Okay, let's run it again. Alright. There. So it's running. Perfect. And now we have a clip tool here, and I'm going to drag it down. Move this down. I can just dock it down here. So now a few things to notice about the syntax. When our line of code exceeds the length of the Python window, simply keep typing and the line of code will wrap. And it does not affect the code execution. And now you can see everything is perfect. It only took us 0.21 seconds. And so using clip underscore analysis is the same as ArcGIS analysis clip. So when layers are added to the map document, they can be referenced by their layer name, in this case parks. The data sets are referenced on disk. The file extension .shapefile is required in this case, parks.shapefile, unless the correct workspace is set. Now we're going to need to reference data sets using the full path that I copied from my folder. If the correct workspace is set and the data is in the workspace, it is not necessary to use a full path. And we need to use only the name of the data set, that is parks.shapefile. When referencing data on disk, we can limit the need to write the full path by setting the workspace as part of the environment property. And now we're going to run from code from ArcGIS import environment. So now I'm going to type from ArcGIS import env. Okay, it gives me wrong messages. So it says trace back most recent last call module, no module named ArcGIS. ArcGIS, okay, I didn't miss. Oh, ArcGIS. So ArcGIS, perfect. And then run it, perfect. And then we're going to run the following code is environment equals workspace equals, and then we will put the path name. Oh, I need Control V. Alright, put the results. Workspace is not in results. It should be my folder, and I need this back. And running the code sets the current workplace to the folder containing this exercise data. Now we're going to reference the data on disk without having typed the full path each time. So next we're going to use another geoprocessing tool. Instead of first import the environment class and then setting the current workplace, we're going to use a single line of code to do this. So we will say ArcGIS environment workplace equals. So now we're going to run the following code that will be ArcGIS dot buffer underscore analysis. Okay, then I just click tab and going to type facilities.shapefile and going to put our results. capitalize results underscore facilities underscore buffer dot shapefile, and we need is 500 meters. Perfect. And then run the tool, and now it's running. So it said it succeeded. We have the buffer here. The buffer tool is run and the result shapefile is added to the data frame. So by default, the buffer tool creates a new feature around each input feature, and the resulting buffers are allowed to overlap as shown in the figure. So the Python window is here. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to put it a little higher, and that's really cool that we use the Python to run the tool. And then we will do, so the buffer tool is run so that we add the shapefile to the data frame. By default, the buffer tool creates a new feature around each input feature, and the resulting buffers are allowed to overlap. So now we have it here. And if we want this, if we want these overlapping features to be dissolved, we need to set the dissolve parameter. So for those, that we will use the set dissolve parameter. So the syntax of the buffer tool is no, I hate this. All right, we will do buffer underscore analysis. I think buffer analysis, and it's in underscore features, and then out features underscore class, and buffer underscore distance underscore or field, and angle brackets on line side, line and type, and we have dissolve option, and we have not angle brackets, and dissolve and underscore field, and put the brackets back. And we can find the syntax by pressing F1 in the Python window or help page for buffer tool. Let me just press this, and then it gave us this. We have to read it base map. So welcome to Python 2.7. This is the online help utility. This is your first time? Yeah, it is. Enter the name, help. We didn't say anything. So the dissolve option, so we have to see buffer analysis in features. Out features underscore class, buffer distance or field, line side, line and type, and dissolve option, dissolve field. And then the dissolve option is an option parameter for the buffer tool because it is preceded by two optional parameters. We need to skip them using the empty strings. So now we will have to see, we will add the prompt. Now we're going to click hit, okay, and then ArcPy buffer, okay, ArcPy buffer analysis facilities shapefile results facility, and we have a 500 meters, and we're going to modify we call for that sentence and we're going to modify to include the optional parameters. So now we have ArcGIS buffer, analysis, and facilities, shapefile, results, facilities, buffer shapefile, and then we have this parameter and we will put 2 spaces.